Is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family. We're back once more on the daily Kaspa and crypto live stream, and we have got an announcement that has just come out from the White House, with Trump announcing that February, starting tomorrow, being February 1st, we will start seeing the implementation of very, very steep tariffs on alternative countries, I believe being Canada, Mexico and China. And this, to me, I think is why Trump so desperately wanted Jerome Powell to excessively lower rates more and more, because by Trump implementing tariffs, it ultimately does negative things to financial markets as it causes more inflation. We'll get into the whole nitty-gritty of that later on in the stream. We've got more announcements in the stream as well regarding NASDAQ. Wall Street, they're going all in on crypto now. They've announced that as much. Kaspa's got some big announcements as well. NFTs are now currently going live, and much, much more to cover in this stream. As always, if you enjoy the stream, doing these streams daily, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. What's up, Devious? Me, my man. Welcome back to the stream and you to Crazy World. Hopefully, everybody here is having a very good day, a good evening, and also, if you're later on in the day, good night as well. So, without further ado, let's get into the first part of this post here. I'm going to play a video for you here, an interview, which is ultimately just talking about the current conversation happening in the White House, which is that Trump will be implementing steep tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and less steep, but still steep tariffs on China, as well as going into effect tomorrow. Listen very, very closely.
With the president in the Oval Office, and I can confirm that tomorrow, the February 1st deadline that President Trump put into place at a statement several weeks ago continues. The president will be implementing tomorrow a 25% tariffs on Mexico, 25% tariffs on Canada, and a 10% tariff on China for the illegal fentanyl that they have sourced and allowed to distribute into our country, which has killed tens of millions of Americans. These are promises made and promises kept by the president.
So, obviously that is, targeting the fentanyl thing that he mentioned there, but what does this effectively mean, and, what does it mean for financial markets as well? Well, to understand this, right, to understand basically what this is, by implementing such steep tariffs, right, there can be some positives to this, but for the most part, in particular for, financial markets for crypto, this is generally deemed as a negative thing for all financial markets, not just for crypto as well, because it will then result in significantly disrupting the global supply chains, which right now we should understand the United States, they rely heavily on imports from all of these countries, China, Canada, and Mexico. So by implementing steep tariffs, these countries may retaliate and decide to stop trading with America. And this can lead to shortages of certain things, higher price for consumers, and also slower economic growth. So I'm not entirely sure what Trump's agenda or plans are with this. For certain elements, it will make, more money. Like for some jobs, some people will end up getting benefits from this. Of course, I imagine probably Trump. But this can actually lead to job losses in other areas as well, and reduced trade, increased prices. So it does have both positives and negatives, but predominantly for most of us, I'd imagine it'd be negative. And this is currently why I believe today Bitcoin has now started to correct. It was doing well just before I started streaming. And then in the past, we can go and look at even more closely. We can see it in the past. Since 3, it reached this point here. It might have just started to correct as a result anyways, but around 4 p.m, which is about 4 hours ago from now, which is, closely followed by the release and announcement from the White House here, Bitcoin then started to correct, and now it's currently down 2.64% on the daily time frame. And I think that's predominantly a result of Trump making this announcement, because this announcement does slow down financial markets, and it also then increases inflation. So, yeah, we'll come back to this a little bit later on, and I'll probably make a more detailed, structured post about this in my community, which again, those who are not a part of it, is right here. My Freedom community right here, link in the description in the chat, also my YouTube homepage right here. And I'll also probably make one in more detail to members part of the executive page here as well. But this right now, I think, is the main reason why we're seeing a correction right now. Does this mean he cancelled the whole bull run? We'll have to wait and see. I personally don't think so, because we have a lot of seemingly very bullish announcements still that suggest that crypto is still definitely going to come through. I think this is kind of a better choice of analogy, I guess, about like a seesaw. Trump is doing his, he's implementing certain rules and tariffs, whatever it may be, for benefits maybe to his own or whatever it may be, but equally he's also putting a very, very bullish stance and putting crypto also first to, I guess, also counteract the potential negative side effects to these other laws he's trying to implement himself right now. So I might come to a little bit later on the stream. If not, I'll be making a more detailed post about it in my community. So if you want to know more, by all means go check that out. Links in the chat description, also my homepage as well. But one thing also important to note before we get into the happy side, less of the doom and gloom, more the happy things about crypto, because of course we want to hope that crypto is going to do very, very well this cycle, and I still think it will do. There's a bit more of a downside here, another bit of a interview from CNBC that I'm going to play out, where it highlights something that I spoke about numerous times already. 99% of all cryptocurrencies will probably go to zero. That is a strong belief from institutions, and one that I've been saying even longer than that. Because there are a lot of companies, a lot of crypto projects that either are following another protocol, another structure without really changing much to it, just a different face really, and they're not as efficient, or there's no real reason for them to be there, or there's illicit things happening underneath, whatever it may be. But the whole point of this post here, which is highlighted from Elliot here, the crypto warning, is when the hype cycle ends, which right now we are still pretty much in a hype cycle. Hedge fund Elliot warns Trump's administration support is ground zero for speculative frenzy across markets, and the collapse of crypto bubble could wreak havoc in ways we can't anticipate. We'll play this video and we'll come back to talk about it a little bit more in a second, so listen very closely once more.
Elliott out with a new investor letter with a warning on crypto. Leslie Picker following that story for us. What are they saying, Les?
Hey, Scott. So the Financial Times obtained a letter from the $70 billion hedge fund to its investors. And in it, Elliott is once again alarmed by crypto, which the firm says is, quote, ground zero for the speculative frenzy across markets. Elliott said the, quote, inevitable collapse of the crypto bubble could wreak havoc in ways we can't anticipate. Elliott takes particular issue with the threat crypto may pose to the dollar and its standing as the reserve currency. The letter said that marginalizing the dollar was profoundly dangerous. Elliott highlighted the millions of dollars spent helping crypto-supporting politicians get elected in this latest cycle, according to the FT. Singer has long been a foe of crypto, going back to at least 2014, having historically called it a fraud and a scam. But Bitcoin in particular has surged since President Trump was elected, more recently leveling out around the $105,000 mark. The president signed an executive order to promote leadership in digital assets and also launched an eponymous meme coin. Trump media said yesterday it would expand into financial services that would invest in crypto.
Again, that sort of stuff we do already know. We know about Trump's meme coin. We know about the crypto task force coming out from the SEC. We know about the desire for there being a Bitcoin reserve right now, which we're going to get into again a little bit later on. One thing to note once more, which actually is going to lead into a little bit more of the positive news as well, is there are still going to be many high net worth individuals, politicians, you name it, who are still foes and have anti-agendas against crypto because it doesn't fit that ideology. Their ideology is using fiat because there are again, this is speculative, but I imagine there are probably things that these high net worth individuals can utilize with fiat that they could use to potentially avoid some sort to play the game, if you will, because there is a certain way where you can you can find loopholes, if you will, which is hard to do with crypto because everything's on chain and it's easily traceable. Point being is Elliott is seemingly an anti-crypto member, if you will, and the whole premise of why I'm highlighting this though is the belief that there will be a 99% correction, or 99% of all cryptos that will probably go to zero, which I think is also highly likely. And it's those who have real utility that will stick around for the long run. Now, of course, many believe that could be XRP. Right now, it's a massive... And while it's negative, I prefer it this way. Beforehand, it used to be a war with the SEC and the United States government versus crypto. And XRP is leading that charge. Now, with the war on that side of things coming to an end, with now the government starting to support crypto, the war is now against XRP. And I've seen loads of videos in my community and on Twitter, whatever it may be, suggesting that XRP could equally be one that goes to zero due to their finicky model that has a lot of issues, if you will. Now, again, that's something that I'll probably make a post about in my community again. I hold XRP, and still do, for the sake of their connections to institutions and, again, following the money. Do I have faith in the project long-term side of things? Not really. Long-term side of things, I have faith in Kaspa, and that again coincides with this post here. It's about utility Kaspa when it has 10 BPS, when it has smart contracts, when it has stable coins, which I know we're saying when a lot now, but it's because we haven't got them yet. But they're all going to be coming to fruition this cycle. You'll see all these initiatives and projects from the KRI and other third parties launching on Kaspa's L1. And when they come to fruition and people start building on top of Kaspa, then you'll see its utility come to fruition, to it to be utilized as a peer-to-peer electronic currency, and it will start to scale, getting more demand, more adoption, and therefore most likely as a result rallying in price, especially due to the supply shock coming through very, very soon. Kaspa's already near 90% mined. When it reaches that level, and the next reduction is in 2 days, when it reaches that level, the supply shock is going to be crazy. And supply shock, very simply put, as I made a video about it earlier as well, I made a video about 2-3 hours ago talking about some of the recent news, and I highlighted supply shock. Effectively, what it just means is there's going to be a massive increase in supply, or no, a massive decrease in supply, while demand is going to likely start to rally more and more. But because the supply is not keeping up with demand, therefore it causes the price to shoot up very, very rapidly. And I think Kaspa's going to be one of those that do survive this inevitable crypto culling that will the crypto go to zero. And that is what I want to highlight here as well. CZ Binance, the man himself, says hype may win short term, but builders win long term. Again, for me, that's a testament to Kaspa. Because Kaspa have been, from day one, Kaspa have never ever cared about the price of a project. And while we love to talk about what's coming to Kaspa very, very soon, we love the FOMO, we constantly reiterate what they are building and what this could mean. But we don't try and find, most of us here now, at this current stage, aren't here to try and make a quick pump with Kaspa. Early stage with Kaspa, around these stages here, you might see many people trying to get in for a quick pump. And people are even still around here as well, but since August of 2024, and they've been, struggling to get back to this level since. The people who try to find quick pumps with Kaspa, trying to trade Kaspa, while they're still about, of course, and by all means, do your thing, man. End of the day, you're seeing a lot of those traders, a lot of those quick pump, people who are normally in meme coins, they've been shaken out, and now we're here with people who actually are holding to the long term because they understand that what we are building is what wins long term as well. And then equally, CZ Binance also stated that the EU needs Bitcoin. This is off the back of Christine Lagarde, who recently made an announcement, an interview, which she stated the European Central Bank and, their collective, if you will, they are against the idea of a Bitcoin reserve, and they don't want to have one. They still want to stay true to fiat. And CZ said no, they actually need Bitcoin, which I agree with that. And again, it's quite funny, once more, the anti-members have been proven wrong time and time again. The European Central Bank have been quoted on numerous occasions just saying Bitcoin is terrible. Bitcoin's used for illicit activities. And while there probably are cases of that, I'm not going to deny the possibility of such, they're also completely ignoring the fact that fiat can be and has been used for the same thing, and if not more so. But because it's new, and they understand it, whatever it may be, they choose to just fud on it. She is confident that Bitcoin will not end up on the European Central Bank reserves. She said that, but also funny enough, in her speech, she mentioned that her colleague from the Czech Republic had a similar ideology to her. Yet the Czech Republic actually have now said they're looking to make a Bitcoin reserve now. They've actually approved the research into making a Bitcoin reserve. So I'm not sure where it's going from here for the European Central Bank. All I know right now, there's a lot of uncertainty again in the markets based on this recent announcement, based on these tariffs coming through right now, which is now, I believe, the main reason and cause why Bitcoin's currently correcting in price. But as it stands right now, I still choose to be optimistic. I still think February is going to be a very, very bullish month for crypto and Kaspa. Again, I made a video on that a few hours ago talking about why I think it'll be a very, very big month. I think we could see all-time highs for Kaspa this month. Or at least starting tomorrow, because right now we're at the end of January. going to February, I think we're going to see all-time highs. I think it's a good possibility of such if we do get Binance, but I think, again, it's quite a good possibility of such. Again, because Ethereum is starting to look good as well. Ethereum came down to the very strong level, which actually those who are part of the executive community, shout out to those in here, they would have seen in the live stream that we made on Saturday, because we do weekly live streams there, the experienced trader, C Crypto, did mention about this being a very strong level of support for Ethereum and likely seeing this as a good time for a rebound. And, I mean, it came to fruition right now. We've seen this be a very strong level of support, again highlighted from C Crypto, and we saw a rebound. So again, great catch from C Crypto right there, and that's also the other benefit you get from being in the executive community. Amongst everything else there, to which we do have, we do some meme coin trading, although again, we have taken a bit of a step back from that right now, and again, my deck screen wants to do funny things now. I have to do it for all of them now, aren't I? Oh, I don't. Interesting, but yeah, we're taking a bit of a step back from meme trading right now due to the nature of the market, but we've had done some very big picks, and we'll get back to them again very, very soon. We've seen some very big gains, but then of course we have inside information and a lot more important information to help us judge where the market's going to go. So again, there's some more benefits to this. If you want to know more, by all means go check it out. Link in the description, chat, also on my YouTube homepage. Come join. We've got a 7-day free trial right now. You can join for free, show out what you see, come sign up. If you're not, you can just leave. That's again completely fine. We're trying to offer some more in that community there as well. That'll be beneficial for people as well. What's up, Frequency? People are going to learn Trump is there for himself, nobody else. I mean, while I'm not disagreeing with you, one thing I will reiterate, for anybody, even if Kamala Harris got in power, no matter who it is, everybody has their own agendas. I'm not supporting Trump in that statement. I'm supporting the fact that no matter who's in power, they all have their own agendas, no matter who won. The only reason why it was deemed more positive that Trump won is because Trump has been this massive pro-crypto politician now for the past year. So everyone thought Trump would be good for crypto. Now, right now, he's the reason that Bitcoin is at 105k. If Kamala Harris won, let's be real, Bitcoin wouldn't be 100k just yet. It wouldn't be. We can't say for sure. Of course, there's no confirmation of such, but there's a good reason to believe that it wouldn't have been 100k right now, because no one wanted Kamala Harris to win in the crypto space, because Trump was the pro-crypto politician. But yes, everyone has their own agendas. I agree with that much. And I do think that Trump is definitely in it partly for himself as well. I think Trump definitely trying to do what he can to himself. And him by increasing tariffs here will probably have a massive benefit to him. And while there'll be benefits to other people as well in this space, or in the economy, in the US economy, it does have negative side effects to especially financial markets. This does increase inflation. Which is also why I believe that Trump was so adamant during polls saying, I'm demanding lower rates. Because if he demands lower rates, and therefore we see the market go up higher and higher, when he implements tariffs, it will counteract those effects. But this also makes it harder for there to be lower rates as well. Because inflation is going up, so now you can't really cut rates if inflation is going up. It doesn't work. You've got to increase rates to stop inflation. So it counteracts everything that the Fed's trying to doing. So it's a very weird predicament. Again, I might come back to it a little bit later on, but I'll talk about it definitely in more detail in my community. So again, if you want to find out more, by means go check that out. But yeah, right now, there's a bit of uncertainty in the market with crypto. This, again, anti-crypto people, like Elliot again, who are not happy with crypto, haven't been happy since 2014, so over 10 years they've been against crypto, calling it a scam and a Ponzi scheme and whatnot, like JP Morgan. They're saying it's going to be a massive collapse, the crypto bubble, and it's going to pop. And I believe it will do as well. But it's ones that have real sort of foundations that are building something really, really good, which to me is like Kaspa, that will survive and do very well. Very, very well. Again, builders win long term. And the EU are going to also realise that as well. They're currently anti-Bitcoin. I think they're going to fall behind. And the reason why, again, has been acknowledged from the likes of NASDAQ as well. I'll come back to that a little bit later on, though. But you can see even NASDAQ president here, Nelson Griggs, has said that they will be more active in the crypto space with more clarity and regulations that are coming through very, very shortly. And even as such, now we're seeing Grayscale, they're filing for the first XRP ETF on the NYSE. Certainly feels like to us, there's a mandate for the top saying there's going to be more crypto clarity. So while we're seeing this uncertainty right now with these sort of announcements, there still seems to be a lot of very bullish sentiment around crypto, especially in Wall Street right now. And again, why XRP has a lot of negativity behind it. I'm not holding XRP because I believe in the project. I'm holding XRP because I see there's going to be potential benefits and money I can make from it. as an investment. Not to use XRP as a form of currency like I would do with Kaspa, because it's not a form of currency to me. It's a reserve asset as they're trying to claim it to be. And I do see it has use cases in that regard, but will it do well long term? I don't know. But XRP either way pretty much has won their lawsuit. Not confirmed, of course, not the final verdict, not the settlement deal, but it's pretty much won it. And it's jumped 6x in price as a result of that now. XRP ETFs started to come flying out left, right and centre. Purpose investment submitted a preliminary prospect for Canada's first report XRP ETF as well. And the SEC has also approved Bitwise, Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum ETFs. So right now we're seeing ETFs, which is the institutional way of getting access to crypto, start to ramp up and accelerate more and more. With the crypto task force coming in through very, very soon, with SAB 121 being rescinded, meaning banks can now start custodying crypto. We're going to see an acceleration very, very soon. I think we're going to see a big pump in February, despite this news. I think there's more coming in February as well, because Focus is getting later on, but we've got a lot more to cover in the stream. Got stuff here as well, which is important to note. You know, about Arizona bill update, Tether, stuff like that as well. Tesla reports 600 million Bitcoin profit. All this stuff is very, very important. We'll get into that a little bit later on. But of course, we've got some more Kaspa news as well. Kaspa right now, again, right now currently down 1.1%, just short of 13 cents. Again, right now holding quite strong in this level of support, this region here. But will it come down further? We'll have to wait and see. It depends on the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's come down quite significantly in the past, 3 hours or so. And it might come a little bit further. For me, again, though, I'll be surprised if Bitcoin comes down any further than 92k. I still think that I think worst case, not financial advice, of course, Bitcoin comes down 92k, rebounds in the next few weeks, and then comes back up again in February. We'll have to wait and see, depending on the news. If it continues being more negative, we'll have to see what happens. What's up, Andy A? Welcome back to my man. Bought 22.5 more Kaspa. Big up to my man. Keep filling that bag. It's looking very, very good. Russell, Exo, a la Caspians. The financial war has begun. You know it. It's all out war here. It's so he can lower or wipe out taxes. I mean, yeah, I know Trump wants to wipe out taxes. This could be a key reason for him trying to do that. But what he wants to do is a very, very tall task. He's been in office for 11 days, by the way. 11 days, and he's already he's now got the SEC to make a crypto task force. You got SAB 121 be rescinded. He's now implement tariffs on the neighboring countries and competitors. He's done a hell of a lot. He launched his he's done so much since he's taken office. Some good, some bad, at least for the markets right now. But I think we're going to see a lot more coming through the space, and I think crypto's still due to go higher. Again, we'll have to wait and see and play it by ear, because there's nothing guaranteeing that. At this space, nothing guaranteeing it. We're seeing a lot more adoption, which is therefore there's a much higher likelihood we're going to see more positive pumps in this cycle. Right now, the cycle is also mirroring the 2017 cycle, and 2017 was an extremely good time. We saw us peak in December, Q4. And if you have a repeat of that, well, that's fantastic for us Kaspa holders, because Kaspa right now, a lot of the big developments are going to be coming out in and around the later half of this cycle, Q3, Q4. So if we can end up having a peak in December, that means Kaspa will have a lot of this stuff coming up at that point, and that will give us a very, very strong chance to catch the cycle and make a very quick and volatile game, similar to Solana, I like to believe. Like 8, 9, 10x in the span of a few months. If we can get the KRI to launch their projects with their institutional clients ASAP with smart contracts, that could be a key sign to see institutional adoption coming in very, very quickly. And speaking of which, KRI's already made an announcement here. Francisco here, not going to pronounce his surname because I don't want to butcher that, but he announced here yesterday, global investments in the energy transition exceed $2 trillion for the first time in 2024. That is absolutely huge. And of course, KRI want to utilize Kaspa in the energy sector. That has a lot of assets to tokenize. And luckily, we have Kaspa, and they have projects like the Gigawatt stablecoin and other projects regarding the energy sector. That's to what we've seen already are already ready. They've already been developed. All they're waiting for is the ZK opcode, the smart contract, to be built on Kaspa, to which we're going to have, to our understanding right now, zero knowledge of ZK EVM, ZK-based EVM sidechain, whatever it is, from Igra Labs coming on Kaspa, ideally sooner than we have Project Sparkle. So we'll see some smart contracts coming on Kaspa beforehand, and then Project Sparkle coming on after that. right now, from what I've seen, I think I saw it in the latest Casper Silver video. Well, actually, I tell a lie now. I saw it. He did put it in his video, but it's in the Casper Discord right there, where Crypto Aspect, who is the leader of smart contract development right now for Casper, he announced that right now it takes a very long time. It's very finicky. And the timeline right now seems to be Q3, Q4 for the full implementation of smart contracts on Casper. But this cycle still got a lot for Casper: smart contracts, 10 BPS, Dagnite. Dagnite again. Microsoft seems to suggest that we could see Dagnite this cycle as well, which would be very, very big. What's up, Matthew? I love how you can't pronounce Powell. It's Jerome Powell or Powell. I mean, yeah, I should get the name right. I know it's not. I don't think it's Powell. I can't even remember. Yeah. Ni hao, Greg. Yeah, funny man. Chat channel, you should check the XRP chart on the monthly and 3-month level. It's going to explode. It's about close to favorable levels, and it's the only chart at the moment that is doing this. I do not for a second, and it's not against you at all, my man, but from following XRP for years, following the lawsuit, everything like that for years, XRP is the one asset that I will never trust a chart for. I think TA in itself is always relative. I don't think TA is the holy grail of anything. I think the best way personally to analyze markets and where projects are going to go is based on real developments and TA. Best of both, but TA for me takes a lesser role in that regard. If it's meme coins, then yeah, TA does a lot more because there's nothing behind it, therefore it's just market sentiment. These have real developments behind it. And people were saying XRP would jump to $10, $30 based on these TA charts all the way since here. Like, they've been doing it for years now. XRP is where it's at because Gary Gensler announced his resignation, meaning that he is the tyrant that's been stopping the lawsuit with SEC. He's been delaying it time and time again. With his dismissal, the sentiment in the community is, oh yeah, the XRP lawsuit is now officially over. It's not yet, but it effectively is deemed to be. That's why XRP jumped so massively in price. It's been suppressed for years and years and years. And as Kathy Wood stated, the longer the base, the bigger the breakout. XRP had a 4 or 5 year lawsuit. Massive base, caught at these low levels for years and years and years. The breakout was explosive as anything, 6x. That's not to say that XRP won't explode further from here. But for me, I'm expecting XRP to reach between $5 and $10, which I don't think is that excessive. I mean, it's only $3 right now. It's not even, that's like a 2x from here. 2 to 3x from here. It may go up further. I can't say for sure. It depends on the institutional adoption and how many more ETFs we get as well. How much more adoption comes to XRP as well. They've got their stablecoin as well that could do very well for it. But if I could use TA. My element of using TA at least is to judge levels of support and resistance. With XRP, I could utilize that to find the next support and level, whatever it may be. But we're also, in a sense, in price discovery now for XRP. Like, we're near all-time highs. Like, if you go to XRP, we've not seen XRP be at the levels like near its creation, I think, when it was like first created. Well, market cap's at all-time high. It's the highest we've seen in market cap ever before. But price-wise, we're in almost price discovery level. We're at market cap level right now, so we're at new levels. So it's really hard to determine therefore where the levels of support and resistance are going to be. And because XRP is, for what it is, and the level of adoption it has institutions, I don't trust TA at all with it. This is one of the assets in this space that I do not trust TA with XRP at all. I'll use it to judge where the zones may be. I can tell if I look at it right now, I can see, okay, definitely a hard level of support here, in and around $3. There's a very strong level of support here. Another one seems to be around here as well. So this seems to be like this level here. It's a nice level of support here. Next one seems to be in and around here. So I can tell what level of support are going to be for XRP in and around these zones. But I like, yeah, I mean, that's just me. XRP I don't trust for TA at all because it's proven itself for the last 4 years when it's suppressed that it doesn't follow TA at all. It's purely what institutions and the whales want. Other projects in this space can follow TA, but the problem is it's always hard to judge TA right now with institutional adoption being here as well because they're the ones that drive the markets. So they're going to do what they want to do. All you can do is just try and follow them. But I mean, I can in that little bit of a rant, if you will, I can look at the monthly for XRP. yeah, obviously in the monthly, of course, I mean, and that's because I can get rid of this stuff now. So the monthly for XRP, we can see, yeah, so I mean, monthly, yeah, so it's done well right now, and of course you could analyze it to be looking like, you know, this sort of trend line up here. So it's big above that. It might come back down therefore, but like, that's monthly, this is 3 monthly, that's a very, very long outlook. So I mean, yeah, right now that looks like a great chart, but again, for what XRP is and for how long it's been about and the level of adoption it has, whatnot, I think it's all do well this cycle, but you could equally look at Kaspa in a similar light. You see it's come down, but it's at a very strong level of support right here. It's been there for a while, so we can see another rebound again. If you look at Kaspa on the monthly as well, it's held very strong at this level time and time again. So it could be due for another push up. Right now, XRP is in discovery. So arguably, you could say it's due for a pullback before it goes up again. But again, that's people know my 2 cents of TA. While I think it's important, and I do utilize TA to help find my zones, I don't trust it. Because for example, if I trusted TA like, you know, the Bible type thing, then I would have been with everyone else saying Kaspa's going to come down further, because everyone's saying this is the head and shoulders right now, and therefore it's going to come down here. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible; it could still happen, but it's not happened. And right now, we're seeing more signs we're going to see it end up going up because of the Binance listing incoming, the market sentiment right now. It could still come down. I'm not saying it won't do, but you know, people are saying head and shoulders, people are saying cup and handle. Like again, TA is all relative to your own perspective of it. You can choose whatever patterns you want to look at. Some will do well, some will correct, some are not. I don't use those sort of patterns religiously. I use them to maybe help me give some ideology of it. I'll use these trend lines as well to determine, like, you know, if you do a trend line from this wick down here and drag it to there, you can see we've got a very strong like trend going up here. So as long as we don't break below this trend here, we're looking strong. Let's hide this because it's just getting very cluttered. See, look, got a trend here from this wick down here. It's going very strong, and then you could do the downward wedge here from this peak here down here. So we're in this like wedge right now. So it should be see capital break below here. Arguably, it'll come down further. Or equally, if it goes up here and breaks above here, it'll go higher. But again, it really just depends. If a Binance listing comes through, we'll break above that. If these end up being more negative on the market than we expect, you might see Bitcoin come down heavily and Kaspa come below it as well. But I think Kaspa's holding very strong right now. That's also why you're seeing Kaspa, you know, not dropping below 10 cents again right now. But I only use TA. This is elements of TA that I understand, but I only use TA really just to judge my zones. Which I now need to find which one is the right. Yeah, that's one and that one. No, where's the rectangle there? Yeah, just judge my zones right now because I see the level of support here. Welcome back, Mila. You're doing very, very well. Hello, Caspians. Market feels depressing again. It's sure. But saying this, what Trump touch will die. Hope crypto and our precious Kaspa can survive. I mean, I do think that there's definitely there's a massive love-hate relationship with Trump, which I understand, of course. I think a lot of people who are wise will see he has his own ideologies and that he's, you know, in it for himself. Which again, that's not a dig at him, because everyone is pretty much in this for themselves. While we're all in this community of Kaspa trying to work together, everyone's going to ultimately have their own agendas and their own ideologies, so to speak. It's just I feel like this community in particular is, you know, more about helping people out than other ones at least are. But I mean, yeah, I do think that I do agree with this element of this here, where, you know, with what Trump's administration support is ground zero for a potential massive frenzy market, a massive hype market to see it go very, very high and then collapse. I'm not against the idea of that. But of course, that stuff we'll be talking about in more detail around the time when it's time. I mean, talking about it right now, but we're talking about it and devise strategies around it close to the time, and that'll be something that I disclose to people ahead of time who are part of the executive page here as well. So, amongst everything else we provide there, you get extra benefits, while information that we talk about in these streams, alpha information, which is already disclosed to you guys, and you can really get information ahead of time. We'll do weekly live streams talking about some of this institutional documentation coming through that we're seeing that suggests what we're going to see in this market. hidden gems and whatnot, you name it. We provide a lot more in there, as much as if you want to find out more again, go check that out. 7-day free trial, and now so you can join for free. If you like what you see, then come sign up. If you don't, you can cancel. That's fine. We're just trying to provide more to the community, really. Oh, I forgot to put it on live chat. I knew I forgot to do it. Mr. Master's not here to tell me to put it on live chat, man. Doom and gloomers, you guys do realise that the less money that leaves the country to imports, the more money that gets spent inside the country. Yeah, I mean, again, that is the benefits for, increasing the tariffs, because it means that you're going to see less money leaving the country, and therefore, I guess, in a sense, stimulating the economy more so, but it also causes inflation. There are positives and negatives to it. But because it's going to stimulate the economy and, make the dollar stronger more so in that regard, it will slow down the investment side of things. Like, what effectively it will do, the tariffs can shield new or emerging domestic industries. I mean, again, as everything does, it has positives and negatives, right? It can protect industries inside the country and whatnot. It can provide a lot more, but at the same time, it can cause some downsides, which is, again, it can, like, for example, if you look at the stuff here, this part here, and you go down to, so someone asked here, I saw it earlier. Where is it? Someone asked, yeah, look, why are we popping on this news here? And what the statement here says is completely correct. It's inflationary. What this increasing tariffs is inflationary. That means rate cuts might not happen anytime soon as well. This supports the idea of being no rate cuts. Trump wants to demand rate cuts, but because it's inflationary and inflation is going higher, you can't cut rates. You got to combat inflation. You've got to increase rates. So you may not see interest rates coming anytime soon. Interest rates have been a driving factor in this market so far. Tariffs increase the cost of imported goods, and this can directly increase prices for consumers and contribute to inflation. When inflation is high, central banks like the Federal Reserve, of course, they will raise or maybe keep the same, we'll have to wait and see, but they may even raise the interest rates to try and combat the economy and try and cool it down, which of course means that it's, high inflation is going to be bad for investments. So again, it might keep more money in the country, in the economy, which could be deemed as good, but in the immediate short term, it won't. It will cause more negative effects on the market. So we'll have to wait and see how it pans out truly. But again, I'll talk about it more in my community, I'm sure. You all realise the US had the lowest tariffs in the world before Trump increases it. I mean, yeah, again, it is quite an excessive jump. I'd like to believe 25% and then 10% on Canada. Again, it's understanding while you are correct, Coconut Monkey, that it will mean that more money gets spent inside of the country, which is good. It does cause inflation, which is bad for markets. Yeah, and America's going to pay for it. Plus, less liquidity will be available supporting Bullrun by retail. Very scary. Yeah, I mean, no, it's completely right. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to just wait and see, because again, right now it's the uncertainty with it again being quite excessive tariffs. It's the belief that it could cause inflation, and therefore we'll see less rate cuts. And what we want to see is rate cuts to allow more money to be borrowed than put into the financial markets, into crypto. But again, because of this, right now Bitcoin is currently correcting, and people are uncertain again. I think we're going to see inflation go up again, and then we're going to see more rate cuts. Again, it's FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Everyone's uncertain right now. While they may have not gone up last time, as you highlight, they may go up this time. There's no guaranteeing saying that it won't. The only thing that is good about this, or at least for the market for crypto, is that Trump and his administration are actively pushing out, and Wall Street are pushing towards making crypto, a priority still. So while this is bad, while he's still massively endorsing and shitting and talking about crypto, that could also help keep the crypto market at least up and cause still a bull cycle. But maybe it causes a less of a top. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, look, the cheat sheet to track the status of the strategic Bitcoin reserve here. You can see, shout out to Cody for this scoop here. You can see right now the current states and as they are, and where they're at currently with the bills. with Arizona and Utah here approving it from the House and the Senate, so it's almost signed into law. Many others have got it, the committee approved, and then, you know, the likes of South Dakota, Kentucky, Florida, and Alabama have introduced the bill so far, but they're very early on. But we're close to seeing this come through. That could be very, very big. Again, Arizona bill is in the final stage. It's very good to see. Tesla again. We're seeing more stuff for crypto, so it's still it will combat the negative side effects of this, but at the same time, this is the reaction from the market right now, because people understand that increasing tariffs cause inflation. But anyway, with that being said, let's get into some more Kaspa news, because I have definitely neglected that in today's stream. But everything else is still extremely important to talk about. But here again, so KRI, of course, will be putting a Kaspa in the energy sector, which would be very, very bullish. We'll see the amount of money imported to the sector go up more and more. And with Trump being in power, it might be even better as well, because Trump has got an idea to make energy, to make America the crypto and AI capital of the world, but also to push energy up higher as well. And what's important to note again, talking about big catalyst for Kaspa right now. NFTs right now, coming to Kaspa very, very soon. Kaspa bot here, released their ones, which actually look very, very cute, very cool. Nacho went live earlier today, about 6 hours ago, and last I checked, they are 25% minted. They might even be fully minted by now, I'm not entirely sure. Kanga again, theirs are going to be going live on the 3rd of February, which is on Monday, and Kaspa Ghost as well. So you're seeing a lot of these projects right now release their NFTs. Again, this could be a very big thing for the ecosystem, if you will, for KRC20, and could cause new money to come back into this economy right now. Because right now, the money is completely gone from this economy right now. It's kind of just gone very stagnant, and I think it will come back when the time is right. Right now, the time is just not right for it. Kaspa's still not doing much right now. But in saying that, one thing to highlight again in regards to the Binance potential, because I think there's still a good chance we could see Binance listing for Kaspa this in February time. It's based on this post here from Kaspa. Kaspa made an announcement on the 29th, so 2 days ago, about their stable release version 0.16.0, which is effectively the next update to the Rusty nodes, where they're basically just talking about optimizations, which are expected to significantly improve performance and reduce CPU, storage, and RAM consumptions, which again, I made a video talking about this just recently, so you might know what I'm talking about either way. But what's highlighted here is that they said they strongly recommend that you upgrade to this version at your earliest convenience, and definitely before the Crescendo hard fork version, which again, a few months away now. Why am I highlighting this? Well, Kaspa's already confirmed all of the pools and the node operators, if you will, who are currently testing testnet 11 10 bps right now. Marathon's here, but so is Binance as well. So Binance have already been testing testnet 11. So we know Binance are involved testing it. This announcement came out on the 29th, and then we go and look at the wallet number 5 in question, which again we speculate to be Binance's. Right now we've seen no more influx than expected, because Binance tend to buy every Monday and Thursday. But we saw about 9 million Kaspa come in yesterday on the Thursday, and then we saw 10 Kaspa, 0.66, 0.98, 5, 0.69, 0.1, 0. All these small amounts, right? 1 on 27th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small transactions on the 28th, the day before, and then 29th we saw 2 more. So Kaspa made this announcement right now. They may have made the announcement to Binance personally first. I think it's a logical assumption to make. So we saw numerous small transactions, tests of Kaspa happen in this wallet from the 27th being the Tuesday to the 29th being the Thursday. And the final one being 10, which seemed to be indicating that they've done their transaction. They're happy with it now. It works. Bigger size. It was good. But it's convenient how you saw all these tests go through at the same time as Kaspa made this announcement about the upgrade. And equally, we know, again, it's still not completely confirmed, because again, we do have a lot of uncertainties with 20% being unable to reach or unknown. But we know out of the exchanges right now that Binance do mine Kaspa. So this wallet here by logically assuming this wallet here is one that does test the Kaspa mining pools. does have a pool or does a node operator for Kaspa. It is involved in Kaspa, and we assume it's exchange as well. So again, this for me is a stronger indicator that this should and potentially will be Binance when the tag comes up. So again, is it confirmed? No. It's still speculative, but I think it's only a matter of time. I do believe Binance is going to be listing Kaspa sometime this year. Well, this year, definitely. Sometime this month, in February. Right now, we can see it's got 21.6 billion market cap, 16 million weekly visits. Kaspa right now, volume is down to 53 million again, which is not the best. Dominated right now by the likes of L Bank, then Gate, then MEXC, and then Bybit is up to 12% again, almost 13%. Higher the volume, the better it is for Kaspa. Of course, we understand that much by now. We'll have to wait and see, but I do believe right now the mining distribution rewards with Binance have been, well, the incentive's done, so now they're distributing it to the users. They got until, I believe, the 10th or the 14th. I think it's the 14th of February. So we've got still a bit of time left, and as a result, therefore, we could hopefully see a listing before that happen. If not, with the, historically speaking, February being a very bullish time for Kaspa, that could be the event catalyst needed to see Bitcoin hopefully rise, capital volume start to rise, and therefore Binance to use that as an opportunity, as a catalyst to list Kaspa on their platform, causing Kaspa to have that massive breakout, seeing it rise higher and higher. Especially if Ethereum starts to rally as well. Again, Ethereum's doing quite well today, as I mentioned. We see Ethereum make a push back to all-time highs again. That's a good sign of Altseason again. If it goes above here, that's Altseason. We've seen Bitcoin dominance fall off. Again, good sign of Altseason. Right now, Bitcoin dominance is still very, very high, 58%. We see it come down below here, and then down to 50% again. But again, I think right now the signs, while this is, again, not the best news, and it can cause, and I think the reason why the market's correcting right now, I think at the same time, we're still due for an Altseason and a lot more coming through very, very soon. And I still think there can be many more opportunities as a result, therefore. I think, again, right now we're taking a bit of a step back from this sort of degen trading right now, because right now metas are coming through very, very quickly, and I disclose that to the members that are part of the executive community here. We're still going to be doing them, we're taking a bit of a step back from it right now, but due to the other, right now, because the metas are coming through so quickly, like literally, we saw a meta that come and went in 12 hours. It went so quickly. And as a result, therefore, I think people are going to start getting frustrated with it, losing more money, and then going to start holding the longer, more conviction projects, the bigger ones, which therefore is a sign that you'll see the really good memes in AI that have been around for longer probably start to rally more so, which we have been talking about a little bit more so. We'll get into that again in a moment, or the executive will at least. But equally, it means you might start seeing the money start rotating back to the utility tokens that have real strong use case. For example, like Kaspa. Again, Kaspa right now breaking all-time highs in hash rate again, new all-time high of 1.59, but actually we saw another new all-time high earlier of 1.6. So the hash rate again is starting to rally again, which is great to see. So this is the key sign of a proof of work project. The adoption is rising higher and higher, while the security is also increasing as well. The miners are making less money as a result, therefore, because the hash rate is going higher, but this will also play into the ideology. There'll be a supply shock for Kaspa very, very soon. We're seeing the amount of Kaspa available decreasing rapidly. These rewards going down to 65 very, very soon in 2 days. So we'll see a supply shock in due time, especially when institutions get involved. When institutions get involved, and I'm talking ETFs, I'm talking, KRI with their institutional partnerships and whatnot. When the institutions get involved, they're going to have to mine a hell of a lot to just be able to make a market, to be able to have Kaspa. So there's going to be a massive supply shock, and they're going to have to buy a lot. The demand's going to increase rapidly, causing demand's going to increase rapidly, therefore the price can increase rapidly with it as well. And we'll see a lot more coming as a result, therefore, for Kaspa. And again, equally crypto. Again, information about this I have available in my free community. So you go and check it out there if you want to. Link in the description on my homepage. And again, members who want to be even more locked in, learning more from this space about what's incoming, how to, potentially manage risks around this sort of stuff as well, what it can mean, everything else, amongst other picks like swing trading and whatnot. And again, when we come back to it, these degen picks as well to hopefully make some quick gains. Who want to know more about that? We have a 7-day free trial period for those who sign up to the executive page right here. And it's currently only $49.99. At some point in the future, we do plan to increase this that price. But if you join while it's still at this price, you'll be grandfathered in, so you never have to pay anything more. Come join. If you like what you see, come sign up. We have a 7-day free trial period again. Link in the chat description, also on my homepage right here as well. Should probably not discuss tariffs in this chat unless it has anything to do with crypto. I mean, tariffs can affect crypto. It's bad for financial markets, this, so it can have stuff to do with crypto. It's definitely much worse now, and I pray everyone could survive, and we are going to make money in the process. I hope we do as well. I'll enter the stream. What do you mean Trump cancelled the Bullrun? Well, basically, the White House has confirmed that tomorrow they're going to implement tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China that could cause inflation, basically. That's the idea. Lowering energy prices will do more for lowering prices than putting tariffs on 3 countries will do for raising prices. These tariffs do not apply to energy import, by the way. Okay, I mean, my whole premise behind it is that these tariffs could cause inflation. That's the idea behind putting tariffs on. I mean, while we're talking about the fentanyl stuff, implementing tariffs can cause inflation. That's the reason. That's to my understanding the reason why the markets right now are correcting. I'm not saying this is going to cancel the bull run. It's part of a clickbait title. I apologise, but with Trump and the White House now implementing tariffs, that could cause, again, a slowing down of the economy and therefore the market, at least in the short term. Long term, it'll probably do okay, but for the short term, it might cause some negativity. Cleano understands about the history of tariffs in America. We used to run on tariffs. Income tax was never supposed to be permanent. Again, it's just the inevitable short term. Especially if you're a trader as well, you generally have quite a short-term outlook. Investors tend to have a longer-term outlook on markets. That's why I'm not worried, because I have a more longer-term outlook on Kaspa in particular, but crypto as a whole. That's why I'm not worried so much about it. But in the immediate short term, people are going to see the tariffs as negative. Hence why, again, markets are correcting. But in the long term, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll have to wait and see again. Income tax is unconstitutional. There's a case law from the Supreme Court. XRP has already chosen to be the base layer for settling cross-border payments to institutions. Yes, right now, that's from the information I'll be seeing as well. XRP has been chosen by numerous institutions to be this sort of bridge currency, if you will. That's again why I hold XRP. I've seen that much. I understand that much. That's why I hold XRP. I spoke to people in real life. I have, connections to people in the banking sector in real life and wealth managers in real life that have said similar things to me. So that's why I hold it. But at the same time, I don't trust them because they are centralized authority and they have a lot of allocation to themselves. I hold some to hedge my bets, but I don't trust them as much. I trust Kaspa more so because it's decentralized and it's fair launch. And I think what Kaspa's building will make a significant dent in this space and remind people who are out for their own individual gains, who are, because right now, again, one thing that I highlighted as well in my video is there's a post made by the Binance insider, a Binance intern here. There's always a crypto visionary leading the other way. And to me, this is him talking about Kaspa, because right now we're in a space, which is the KRI. If you've been following the KRI as well, they've been talking about this time and time again. We're in a space right now which has walked to become one of crypto companies and trying to get in favor of policymakers and governments and, whatever it may be. But it was used to be just crypto. And you make cryptocurrencies. And it's open source, fair enough proof of work. Now it's about crypto companies. Kaspa right now is one of the few, if the only project in this space that's staying true to being a cryptocurrency, fair enough proof of work, open source, decentralized. And also, in my opinion, going to make a significant dent in this space. With what they're building being quick enough and scalable enough to compete with other projects in this space. And once these institutions realize this, they'll want to try and get involved. Of course, when this whole cannibalization of crypto, when most of them collapse and go to zero, I think XRP will be one that survives. I think Kaspa will be one as well. I think XRP survives because of its, again, how it's been chosen, so to speak, as the base layer for settling cross-border payments for institutions. That's what I've been seeing all over the place as well. Bank of America as well has been one key part of it. They've been testing XRP for years now. So I do see XRP as one that survived, but I see Kaspa as one as well due to what they're building and it being decentralized open source. It's for everyone. But you'll see other ones that have made, derivatives of XRP or derivatives of Kaspa that collapse because their business model cannot compete to what they're trying to build. But again, the time is worth highlighting that now, but it's not worth worrying about it right now. Because I think in this cycle, regardless, you're going to see many, many projects still skyrocket in price. But I think, again, for me, XRP can reach $5, $10. I have to wait and see, though. Japan, Singapore, and Dubai. Yeah, so everyone talk about XRP. What's up? Thanks, Jay, for keeping conversations here civilized and positive with Kaspa. We all win in the end. I mean, again, I you're welcome, and I appreciate it. But again, that just currently where I stand with crypto. I've been in the crypto space for 5 years, 6 years, I think, going on now. Being part of a cycle beforehand, I made mistakes in that one, learned from it, and in that time I learned the importance of understanding TA, real world developments, and the project development, but also macro factors as well. This sort of stuff and what it can mean. Understand the importance of this stuff, and understand that, you know, there's a reason why I follow the money, because they're the ones that win. There's a reason why I hold XRP. I mean, holding it since 50 cents, so I've made a good gain from that, 6x. But I hold Kaspa and build my bag in this more so because I understand the potential gain from it. Kaspa is a lot bigger, I think, in my opinion, ROI wise. And equally, for me, chance of Kaspa going to zero is lesser. It's open source. Like XRP, if Ripple wanted to collapse XRP, they could. They hold enough of it. They could. With Kaspa, you couldn't. Like, top 1,000 address, I hold 57%, but if you can get all the top 10 together and they sell all at the same time, I don't think you collapse Kaspa. I don't think you could. 20% I don't think is enough. You see it with meme coins. Meme coins, what's deemed as risky in meme projects is anything above 30%. Anything it's deemed as risky, anything above 15%. It's deemed as stay clear, anything above 30%. Those are meme coins as well. This has got real utility behind it. So Kaspa cannot be compared to a meme coin in that regard either. But only 80% is not bad at all. I think Bitcoin's got like 23, 24, 25 right now. Thanks to all the ETFs buying up. XRP is in the 50s because the CEOs hold most of it. And that's not to say that XRP is terrible. Again, I think it'll do very well the cycle because of its utilization, its use case and whatnot, and its partnerships, but I don't trust it in the same way I trust Kaspa. So I have a bag in it to hedge my bets, but I also have a bigger bag in Kaspa. That's just me personally, though. I have no problem with XRP, personally. I made money on it. Why would I have a problem with it? I hold many other projects in this space as well. I hold Sui, despite its, you know, its VC backing and whatnot. I hold Sui, got it at 1.8, made a big gain on that as well. I hold C, I hold Tau, I hold Desync. Desync's one of my ones that I deem as like a nice gem. Another AI project right now has come down a bit, but I was talking about this one at 15 cents. I'll go into it a little bit earlier as well. I spoke about it here, talked to people about it in 15 cents here. And it obviously went up quite a bit since it's come back down because AI is currently going through a correction because all the money's cycling out of AI just for the time being, but I believe it'll come back. There's enough evidence that I've showcased privately to those part of the executive page here that proves it will come back. Which again, if you want to know more, go check that out. But yeah, I mean, I've got a conviction in a lot of projects in this space, and I see Kaspa as one of those, again, gems, if you will. And I think you'll see stuff for gaming as well, which you get a hold of a small gaming bag right here. I'll probably get into more later on the cycle as well. Is anyone donating to the Kaspa documentary? I have not yet, but I do plan to. But I'm pretty sure they had a lot of donations already, have they not? I'm doing it through Kaspa. Oh yeah, Mila's doing it as well. There you go. What's up, Raw Britannia? Welcome back to the stream, man. I'm doing very, very well. I think 1 trillion's on the cards, but we need interest rate cuts, so the bond market sell-offs and goes into stock and crypto. I mean, yeah, we need more rate cuts, which again, there's a possibility of such. But yeah, there's still a lot to take into account right now. Where the crypto market top is, we don't know. We cannot confirm this much. I suspect we'll see 6 trillion, maybe 7. Which would put Bitcoin in and around a $3 to $4 trillion market cap. I think 3 personally, so 150k Bitcoin. If we go higher, fantastic, but I'm going to be playing a bit of cautious. Can XRP reach 1 trillion therefore if Bitcoin reaches 3? I'm not so sure about that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I just think, again, I think this cycle, it's I don't know, I mean, me personally, I try to take a more conservative approach. I don't want to be too, you know, like with Kaspa, I don't say $10 Kaspa. I say it's a possibility, such as I say XRP to reach a 1 trillion market cap is also a possibility. It's currently at 173 billion, so, you know, reaching 1 trillion should put it in and around, I'll try to back my head real quickly, in and around, $15 to $20? For me, it's a bit steep, this cycle. In the future, sure, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think it's a bit steep, this cycle. but it depends on the level of adoption. It just does depend. I think XRP to $5-10 is more likely. Well, of course it is because it's a smaller price target, but I think it's more likely. Have you seen Binance X post on 29th? Yes, I have. That is right here. I made a post about it as well, because Binance literally have made a post about the blockchain dilemma, blockchain versus clock time. They made a post about your favorite crypto, now releasing a movie, as Kaspa released their concept documentary video, and then they also made this post as well, which is again weird coincidence considering that Kaspa's Kaspa's block ratio reward resembles what they're talking about here, classical music, and also Kaspa's got a crescendo update, hard fork going on right now. So this is just, again, I made a video on that again 2-3 hours ago talking about this sort of stuff. So by all means, go check that one out if you haven't done so already. I hope for Kaspa $3 this bull run. Hope we'll have it at the end of the day. I think Kaspa to $2 is my prediction, like conservative wise. $3 I think is very possible, but it does depend on a lot. It depends on market top, depends on market top, when the market top's going to be. It depends on therefore how many developments Kaspa get out in that time. It depends on if the KRI launch their project straight away and they get more institutional adoption. Depends on the tier 1 listings as well. There's so much to take into account right now, so it's really hard to make a predictions are always going to be it's a guessing game. But it does depend. We do need tier 1 listings as well, but I don't think tier 1 listings is not my I don't care about it too much. Of course it's great and it's definitely helpful, but remember this cycle is one being driven by institutions. It's better for Kaspa to get ETFs than it is for it to get Binance. For retail side of things, of course Binance is better, and I'm not discrediting the big pump that Binance probably give Kaspa, but I prefer to see Kaspa get smart contracts and KRI than I would care about Binance. That's what I personally think we need. But tier 1s are definitely coming, I agree as well. I do agree. I think Binance again, hopefully this month. I think OKX will follow quite soon afterwards. I think Coinbase will then probably come late. I think you'll see Gemini, Crypto.com, maybe Robinhood as well. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, exactly. You got the same idea as me, my man. Don't trust institutions either. But you got to follow the money. Again, the three things that I always believe in and reiterate to myself whenever I'm looking at these markets is don't be emotional, be logical, which means don't react on. Bitcoin's going down to 100k. I'm not thinking, oh no, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't care at all about this. If Bitcoin came down anything below 92k, then I'm like, okay, maybe it's worth being a little bit, well, not even concerned, but then having to understand what's causing it to come down so heavily. But I wouldn't, even if Bitcoin came down to 76k, I wouldn't get worried. Like, what's the point of being emotional? It makes you a worse trader. But then being logical also amounts to playing on other people's emotions and understanding why they're emotional. So is that, then it's also follow the money. Right now, the money is flowing into Bitcoin more and more, keeping it up. If you saw BlackRock start to sell, then of course the market will come back down heavily. So you follow the money. And the other one is coincidences, which is what plays into this part here. We've had 4 posts from Binance himself, which to me is more than just a coincidence that they're leaking Kaspa. Okay, nothing's confirmed, but I think the 3 ones for me is don't be emotional, be logical, follow the money, and coincidences. Sometimes it's just too much to be just a coincidence. It's actually a sign of something. So again, I think Kaspa is going to have a lot coming through very, very soon. Its network uses superior technology, and it will be massively. I think it will become this sort of centralized blockchain infrastructure for the entire blockchain space as well, because it's decentralized but also quick enough to handle all the other platforms. Numbers in crypto are mad. Millions to billions sound little, but 1 million seconds is about 11 days. 1 billion seconds about 31 years. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the sheer size of this space is actually bigger than we expect, but equally the size of what is going to come in the future is equally insane as well. Because, like, think about it right now. The last time I checked, the fun fact was currently there's about 7% of the world population in crypto. And right now we're seeing all these banks talking about making sure crypto is, integrated into our financial system. How big it is. We're seeing all this come into space right now. So we're going to see this, the same way how the internet is now pretty much used by everybody. It can be a similar thing with crypto as well. And that's why I do believe in the future Bitcoin one day could reach $1 million. Because you're going to see billions of people jump involved with crypto, utilizing it the same way you utilize the banking system, with payments and whatnot. But it's going to be a crypto instead, and you won't even realize it. Like, you don't think about the fact that when you use the internet right now, you type in www.youtube.com to watch this stream. You don't think about the fact that you don't actually type in HTTP, which is the protocol underneath the internet. That's what a lot of these projects right now are trying to build themselves as well. That's what Kaspa's trying to build. A protocol that is hidden in plain sight that goes underneath everything else and you just build on top of it. That's what XRP and the XRP Ledger are trying to build as well. With their protocol. That's what we're going to end up seeing in this space in due time. Top holdings in XRP, Sui, and Kaspa. That sounds like a solid bag to me, my man. My biggest holdings myself are Kaspa. I believe it's in XRP as well. And then I have a hidden gem one that I spoke about privately to those part of the executive page here, which is an AI project, which I think is, again, one that is currently come down a bit as the nature of AI right now because all the money is cycling out of it. But I see it has a lot more. I mean, I'm going to start probably DCing into it a little bit now at the low prices because I think they're going to come back again stronger when the AI cycle starts to take off properly. And again, information that I've disclosed to members of part of the executive page again has covered a lot of this big AI, information. And again, tomorrow's private live stream, because I'm doing a privately executive live stream tomorrow around 4 p.m. UTC or BST even. We'll be covering some of the news again. Will be around AI as well and the potential market trajectory. So again, just giving us more conviction in what we're holding, where the cycle's going to probably go, and help our devise a trading strategy. So again, once everything else we provide there, we have that as well. If you want to come tune into it, then we've got a 7-day free trial period. You come tune in, see what you feel like. If you like it more, and you want to learn more in this space, maximize your understanding of crypto and benefits from it, then come check out the What page again. Link in the description chat, also on the homepage as well. Sui and Kaspa have the best tech in XRP and Ripple, have been working with established banks, institutions for over a decade, and it's tentacled everywhere. Yeah, again, I think that is. I mean, yeah, that's a fair assumption to make, and I agree. $10 XRP at 1 trillion. Is it? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just checking for myself. Current circulating supply. Get my calculator out because I am too tired. So it's 57,000 million billion, and then it's what you want. So 10. No, it's not $10 XRP is not a 1 trillion. That's just the max supply. You don't take you're taking the circulating supply, not the max supply. So you only take into this account. So it'd be $20 because that the XRP is only released that much to the public, but they've got all that locked up. So you don't take into that account. You take into the circulating supply. Max supply wise, then yeah, but they're not releasing the whole supply because they've got it given to their partnerships, to their employees. Again, that's the way with XRP because they've given so much out to their own people. If the insiders wanted to dump XRP on everyone, it would be a crisis ahead of us. That's the reason why I'm not so heavy in XRP in comparison to Kaspa, because I am worried about the possibility of that. I am. But I had my bet because I do think there's a good chance to go up higher. But yeah, for Kaspa to reach a 1 trillion market cap, not Kaspa, XRP to reach 1 trillion market cap, you'd have to see it reach about I think it's like $18. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, about 18, just about 17 to just above $17, almost $18 for XRP to be 1 trillion market cap, which I think is a bit much this cycle. XRP can go where the sun don't shine. I mean, XRP is got a good chance to rally up higher. I do think it's a possibility or such, and it's got a lot of big announcements coming through very, very soon with ETFs and whatnot. So yeah, okay, do quite well. Trouble with XRP is its tokenomics. Yeah, again, that's my problem with XRP. That's why while I hold XRP, it is just that's my big problem with it. Once I hold XRP, my problem is again tokenomics. So that's again my biggest issue with it. Massive allocation to insiders, you can deduct that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I hold Kaspa in the biggest bag. Because again, Kaspa being dumped on you is not impossible. Nothing impossible, but the chances are much smaller. But yeah, proof of work, proof of stake, I agree as well. What's up, my man? Welcome to the stream. First NFTs on Kaspa just started minting a few hours ago. Natural NFTs leading the pack by far. A third minted so far in just a few hours. Will be gone soon. Hey, that's great to hear. Yeah, we see it already. Already 25. This is as of what 4 hours ago. We've already seen quite a lot mined, minted even. I'm sure we'll see a lot more come out very, very soon as well. I don't think it'll be the quickest thing this time around, because right now the chaos ecosystem is not like the most popping thing, but I'm sure we'll see it start to pick up pace again very soon. If Binance and Casper list, be huge, very, very huge. But I mean, definitely if you want to go check that out, worth doing so. I have in my free community links to the website on how to mint natural NFTs with Casperbot and whatnot, so you go check that out again in there. And again, all the information I provide here, I'll be retweeting most of this on my Twitter page. So you want to follow me on Twitter again? My Twitter ad's right here as well on my homepage. Link in the chat as well. I currently have 400 followers, which is actually the highest I've ever been. So I'm thankful for everyone who does follow me. 400 followers is, insane. 401 now. Of course, going to keep trying grinding more and more. Being a lot more active on Twitter now as well. Actually making posts, but just retweeting stuff. So, keep grinding and whatnot. And then if you want to, again, be even more locked in, more tuned in, learning more about crypto in the space, maximizing the benefits and whatnot, more than just what we provide in the free community, then by all means go check out the What page. Again, 7-day free trial period. So those who want to sign up, if you like what you see, sign up. You get granted at the $49.99 price. If you don't, then by all means cancel. That's perfectly fine. No problems with that. Just trying to provide more in the space. If you like what you see, then again, it could be worth your while. And I think it is. When in doubt, zoom out, accumulate with the market, buy at the dips. If you want to trade, ride the waves. Yeah. Again, when in doubt, zoom out, and then you see all of this for Casper. That's why I'm not worried about Casper. And Mr. Miles is late. You've been late you have not been here for a while, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well, because I've not heard of you I've not heard from you in a very, very long time. At least not in my streams that way. So I hope you're doing all right. If not, I mean, again, good to have you here. Although I'm back up to stream for today. It is gonna pass the hour mark, and no, we do not get a face reveal. I don't know if or when that will happen, but if it does happen, that'll be exclusive to those in the executive community, at least firsthand, before anybody else. But yeah, very long time I missed 3-4 streams. Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, when you torment me every day, Mr. Miles, 2 or 3 streams is like a year. I didn't miss it, but it felt empty almost. But again, it's good to have you back. Hopefully you're doing well, my man. And yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone watching today's stream. As always, if you want to learn more, check out the free community, and equally be more tuned in, check out the What page. If you, again, just to chill chat and learn more about the space. And if you enjoy the streams, again, leave a like. Got 28 likes, 30 would be fantastic. Leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. And that being said, have a great day, good evening, and good night. Tomorrow's live stream will be much earlier because I am unfortunately busy with something work related in the evening. So it might end up being in and around 2 p.m. BST. So that would be about 14 hours from now. So again, early live stream for those who can tune in. If not, you can watch it on playback. And I will be doing my executive exclusive weekly live stream to members here at 4 p.m. BST. Again, thank everyone for watching. Yeah, I've released him now. That's why he's talking here. WAP, not to be confused with WAP. Yes, there you go. The torment's back. Gotta say I missed it. Have a great day, give me a good night. Leave a like, share with your friends, and yeah, catch you on the next one. Take care now. Have a great good night. Just good night. Mr. Master already called.